Hello, hello, and welcome back. My name is Robin Norgren. I'm the lady that is 50 plus who has never delved into herbal medicine, but I am starting the journey and I hope you want to go along with me. Right now, the series that I'm into is I am going through 9 herbs that you probably have in your kitchen right now that you could very easily transition them from just being simply an ingredient to something that has medicinal benefits for you and your loved ones. All right, so I'm being inspired by this book, my very first book that I'm reading on herbal medicines. It's by Rosemary Gladstar, and it says Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide. You guys, it is fantastic. Make sure and pick yourself up a copy, especially if you're finding this very interesting. I'm only going to go into brief tidbits of what I'm learning, but feel free to pick this up and share what you are learning from your journey. If this is a journey you're just beginning, or maybe you're somewhere in between and you're just wanting to get more in depth than maybe you might have started out. So today's I'm featuring the herb sage. S-A-G-E, sage. Here's a picture of what sage looks like growing out in the wild. Okay, so this is what the author says about sage. There's an old adage that when rosemary thrives in the garden, the woman rules the house. But when sage thrives, the man rules. Perhaps there's some truth to this. My rosemary thrives, but sage seems to shrivel in my gardens. Woe be to the man who loves me. Sage is another remarkable culinary remedy, as valuable in the medicine cabinet as in the kitchen. I've used sage for all manner of home remedies over the years, from my famed good gargle for a bad throat to remedies like hot flashes for menopausal women. She's got my attention. Okay. For uncomfortable night sweats in men and for nursing mothers ready to wean their toddlers is one of those easy, safe, easy to use, readily available remedies. Most people have sage in their garden or in their kitchen cupboard, waiting for that one big meal of the year when it's brought forth to stuff the bird. How unfortunate that such a great herbal remedy is so often ignored. I am chuckling because I have a story very similar to that. It's in my rosemary video. Make sure and check it out. All right, so let's go into now growing sage. There are more than 750 salvias around the world, and though many varieties are medicinal, the one we'll discuss is called the common garden sage, which is hardy in zones 4 to 8. Garden sage is an easy-to-grow perennial given the right conditions. It loves full sunshine, warm to hot conditions, and well-drained soil. It does not do well in wet or soggy soil and soon tires of cold, wet weather. It's difficult to start from seed, so get your plants from a nursery or propagate them from root cuttings. All right, so that's something good to know. It's kind of a way that you could get a friend in on this, right? So I know that I've seen this, and you probably have seen this too. There are a few kind of like small plants that you actually can find in the produce section of your grocery store. I know for sure one of them is basil. Another one is rosemary, and I think that the other one I've seen is sage. Let me know down below if you've seen that in your grocery store. Okay, so the part that you're going to use is just the leaf. And let's talk about the safety factors. Sage can affect the quantity of nursing mother's milk. If used daily, 1 cup or more of tea a day, it will decrease the flow of milk substantially. So obviously a nursing mother should avoid it unless she wants to dry up her milk. Although sage contains very little thuhone, Thujone, thuhone can be toxic. Okay. For this reason, David Hoffman, author of Medical Herbalism, recommends no more than 15 grams of sage leaf per dose, and also sage can cause indigestion for certain individuals. Okay, so not as universal as the rosemary, which again, check my video out if you're interested. But let's go into the medicinal uses for sage. Sage is a superb aid in the digestion of rich, fatty food. It also helps lower cholesterol levels and is a bitter tonic for the liver. It is an excellent herb for rebuilding vitality and strength during long-term illnesses. Sage tea is a warming, bracing drink, nice mixed with mint or rosemary and lemon balm as a tasty stress reliever. Sage is a mild hormonal stimulant and can be effective in promoting regular menstruation, offering relief from hot flashes and night sweats. Sage is also helpful for men who have issues with premature ejaculation or night emissions, a funny term for a quite troubling problem. It's also an effective remedy for leukorrhea, a common vaginal infection, and sage seems to work in part by drying and regulating fluids in the body. It helps reduce sweating and is often an ingredient in deodorants. I have not seen that. Now, I know in my natural deodorant, there's lavender, so that's good to know. It's an old-time but remarkably effective remedy for drying up mother's milk. It's so effective, in fact, that nursing mothers are told not to eat or drink much of it. It can be used to mitigate excessive saliva production in those with Parkinson's disease. Sage is a well-known cold and flu fighter, and because of its astringent, antiseptic, and relaxing action on the mucous membranes, sage is the classic remedy for inflammation of the throat, mouth, and tonsils. It is one of the best remedies for laryngitis, tonsillitis, and a sore throat as a spray or a gargle, and it can be used as a mouthwash or swab to treat infected or sore gums or canker sores. All right. Well, probably the most important thing that is hitting me is that idea of like working with menopausal women with night sweats. That definitely has piqued my interest. Put down below what might be the reason why you decide to start using sage. All right. And then as always, she gives us a couple of recipes to try. One of them is good gargle for a bad throat. It says it doesn't taste particularly good, but it works so darn well, it's easy to get people hooked on it. Then there is a sage mouth and throat spray. Tastier than the gargle, this sage spray might be more popular with your less herbally inclined friends, though it may not be quite as effective. Okay? There's an antiseptic herb sprinkle. Sprinkle this blend on any of your favorite dishes, grains, pastas, salads, eggs, and veggie drinks. I've used it on virtually everything but desserts. Okay, so this might be the way in for me. The antioxidant herb sprinkle. All right, so that one I will be trying. And then there's sage pesto, which you've probably seen in my other videos. Pesto. I need to change my mind about pesto. I know that I need to, what do they call that? Not have a fixed mindset about it. I need to open up my mind and go, you got to try it and see if it just was the pesto that you had. Have you had this? Is there anybody out there who also will raise their hand and say, pesto's not for me? Was there a pesto that changed your mind? Put that link down below. I will give it a try. All right, so that is all that I have for you on sage. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do these videos 2 times a week. So if you would like these videos right away in your inbox, please make sure and hit that notification bell. Of course, like and share it with those you think would be interested in going along this journey with me or with you, because it's always fun to go along with a friend. Yeah, and always, thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by.